football.
Attacking football.
Attacking football.
Welcome back to the Attacking Football podcast. I've taken LA's job. He went on holiday. He didn't tell us he was going, so he lost his job. Well, today we have a North London Derby special, and we're joined by Paddy, who's making a return after the predictions podcast we done.
I'm surprised that I was back on. I was allowed back on. Nice to be back.
We're down a man. We had to make an exception this week.
I still wanted.
We're also joined back by Dylan, who's become a regular if he actually makes it onto the podcast.
Wow, look, this week I've made it on and I can't wait to insult Ange Postecoglou at length.
Boy, watch it.
And we have a resident Spurs fan for this North London Derby special who seemed a bit annoyed at them comments there.
Yeah, I'll be getting on to Dylan about those, don't you worry.
Okay, so we're gonna start off the podcast with just a preview of the game. So I'm gonna go to Liam first. How do you think it's gonna go?
I think honestly, ball's in our corner here. No Declan Rice, no Martin Odegaard, and smooth sailing, I think.
What's your prediction?
Now, I'm not going to go with something crazy like 3-0 or anything, but I think it could be something like maybe a handy 2-0 win.
You don't like that 2-0, do you, Dylan?
No, look, I like Spurs' chances, but I still think we are underestimating Arsenal. I think they're still a great side, even without Rice and Odegaard. Obviously not as talented, but I think Arteta is a good enough manager to make up for the absence of them two players. I think who's likely to start? It'll be Jorginho, Thomas Partey, and who else will they likely play in that midfield?
Havertz will probably go into the centre mid.
Havertz, yeah. Put Havertz in the 10. Gabriel Jesus is back fit. Arsenal still have options, and I think they'll still be strong favourites to win the game. No disrespect to Spurs, but all disrespect to Spurs at the same time.
I think.
Okay, so Dylan's hating, I say. All right.
I think the thing is with Arsenal, you got to think about why they're so good. I don't think it's because of the midfield. I don't think it's because of players like that. Obviously, they're great players. There'll be misses, but Arsenal have been so good because of how solid the defense has been.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's largely down to Declan Rice as well. That's like he's part of that defense.
Yeah, but like as in they were still good defensively without him.
Yeah, they're still a strong unit.
Yeah,
I think Havertz going into midfield will be just as big as a loss of Declan Rice.
Yeah, Havertz out the front line.
You see, the thing is, Havertz could still play up top, and they could just start Martinelli on the left and Trossard playing as the 10. It doesn't mean that they have to take him out of the front line. Yeah. Obviously, the logical thing is to drop him into midfield to replace Declan Rice, but you could just play Jorginho and Partey. The issue is then, obviously, there's not the same legs as you get from Rice.
I suppose
I think we demolish that midfield, though, if they play like that. That midfield gets torn apart by us if they do choose that.
Yeah, you see, that's the thing. Partey obviously hasn't been that good, but I still think Partey's sort of like a good version of Casemiro nowadays. But I think, well, obviously, Casemiro is better in some ways, the way that he knows what consent is, but but he's got more legs than Casemiro. I do think that him and Jorginho still is a very good midfield. Obviously, if you're comparing it to like Basuma and Sarr, there's a lot more legs there, but
yeah.
I think, if I'm not mistaken, Basuma's a doubt, is he?
Yeah, he's a doubt.
Yeah, Basuma is a bit of a doubt now because he came up injured for Mali in the international break, but we haven't heard anything back, so I presume he is fine.
See, well, let's go for the basis of that he is not fit for the game. That's a huge miss for Spurs as well, and that means he'll start in midfield. It'll be Sarr, Bentancur, and Maddison,
which is very good.
That's still a very good midfield.
Still a good midfield, yeah. Still a good midfield, definitely. Look, I think it'll be an interesting game. Absolutely, I do have Arsenal being still strong favourites. I think Arteta can get the most out of players.
Yeah,
and
I think a lot of us are forgetting one thing, and it's the fact that we're at home as well. Home advantage in North London Derby is always massive. It always is massive.
Yeah, look, the atmosphere at Shuey Hart Lane is good as well, so it'll be.
Okay, Dylan.
The tabs are going in. Dylan with the right hook there.
No, to be fair, I do actually like Spurs Stadium. I do think they do generate a good natural atmosphere at that stadium. The game last year, which game am I thinking about? Was it Spurs that fell apart or Arsenal fell apart?
It was the first game. I think Arsenal were like 2-0 up, and then it went 2-all.
They were. Was that the game? Yeah.
No, it was the game. Arsenal were 3-0 up, and then it went 3-2.
That was the game. And
Yeah.
was that the
That
Emirates
was
or White Hart
last year,
Lane?
yeah. Arsenal came back 1-3-2. Spurs haven't won at home since like 2022 against Arsenal either. I think home form is like overrated in any sort of rivalry.
Yeah.
Like if
Yeah,
the form goes out the window on a match day like this, anything can happen. Like
Yeah.
I don't want to put a prediction on it. The only thing that I predict is goals.
Yeah.
There's always goals in Spurs at Arsenal. There is. I do think it's one of the most entertaining games of football, definitely. And there is hatred in the fans, which in the modern
You
age,
love to see.
you do love to see.
You
You
do.
do love to see. They're the best games. The best game of last season was football is at its best when there's passion, hatred, and imperfection. Best game of last season was Chelsea against Spurs for all those reasons.
Where they went out
Remember
to
the 9 men.
Oh, that was insane! Yeah,
tackles flying in every 5 minutes. Attempted murders on the pitch.
Nico Jackson hat-tricks.
Yeah, Ange Postecoglou playing a high line.
Nico Jackson, man, what a man! I love that guy.
See, but
he's a head case.
You cannot hate Nico Jackson.
That logic
What a guy.
you just put out there only works when it's not Ireland against England.
Yeah, very true. There was no passion. There was no intensity.
passion.
There was no nothing.
Sure,
in that
half the
game.
Irish players are bloody English anyway.
Yeah, true. That's the thing.
You're not gonna be in a game. Like, you remember the thing is with the last manager, that weapon. He played something about 1916 before the game, and then he
before
got
the last
trouble
game.
because one of the coaches was English, and he's like, "I'm not having this anti-English sentiment." Yeah.
I know you said you didn't want to do a prediction, Paddy, but back to the North London Derby, what do you think is going to happen?
I think there's going to be two sides which are going to have a great day out. There's going to be lots of kids who go there and we'll have a nice time. There'll be a lot of South Korean lads who come over and blow kisses at Son Heung-min. And Son Heung-min manages to score a goal from like 37 yards out after cutting in from the left, just looping over the keeper. And then they go 1-0 up in like the 67th minute. Then they collapse and lose 3-1.
I mean, a 3-1 would have sufficed, but
yeah, that's the plot. That's the plot to the next Avengers they're giving us.
Sorry for the spoilers, lads.
Spider-Man make an appearance.
Spider-Man does come out and do this.
Maybe Son is Spider-Man. He has done the Spider-Man celebration before.
Yeah,
he has.
But yeah, if I have to do a guess, it'd be 3-1. Pedro Porro gets a goal. Son gets a goal. And
which net?
Wait, what?
Yeah, exactly. He's saying 3-1 Spurs.
Yeah, on goal.
Porro on goal.
3-1 Spurs.
3-1 Spurs.
I don't know how to predict it. Like, as in Romero could score, Porro could score, Son could score, Matt.
Well, you're saying Spurs are going to win.
I just genuinely think that it could be 3-1, 3-2. Either way. I don't see that being I don't see it being a draw, a low scoring draw. I just think one side wins it, and it just depends on the day. It's a rivalry. You can't really predict it.
Yeah.
Anyway,
you don't
have
a dog in this fight.
I don't really care. I just want to see a good game of football.
Yeah, fair.
I mean, Dylan, you also don't have a dog in the fight. What's your prediction?
Well, look, I know pre-season exists, but form is a thing in football that is important. And a lot of the time, you carry your pre-season form into the season. United have unfortunately done it. Spurs have won one of their last 5 games, and that was the Everton game. They're on a really bad run of form. They drew against Leicester. They lost against Newcastle. Arsenal have won 4 of the last 5. They're scoring freely, defending well. I think it's going to be 8-0 Arsenal. I'm only messing. I'm going to say it's going to be a tight game. And I'm going to go 2-1 Arsenal with Trossard and Havertz scoring. Brennan Johnson's going to score for Spurs.
Will he even play?
Okay, I would actually love that, to be fair.
Off the bench.
Yeah, does
Brennan Johnson.
Is Solanke fit, actually?
Solanke is going to be fit, yeah.
Oh, he is he?
Oh, does that change your answer, Dylan?
Yeah, he will be fit.
No, it's still Brendan Johnson still scoring. I don't care. I'm keeping Brendan Johnson in the goal scoring category.
Obviously, the one issue that Spurs have is like the doubts around the players who are key. We're obviously talking about the players that like Arsenal are missing, but like Mickey van der Ven might not be playing, Dominic Solanke might not be playing. Then obviously
Van der Ven is back
Basuma as well.
Oh, he is he?
Van der Ven is back as well. Yeah, they're both back.
Well, Richard Arlison is still out, is he?
Oh yeah, we've lost Richarlison. I'm devastated.
Wow.
No pigeon.
Yeah, no pigeon celebration. Yeah, you're in trouble with that one.
Yeah. See, I think it's going to be one of them games where it's high scoring. I think Rice and Odegaard are massive misses for Arsenal. I don't think their midfield will operate the exact same. I don't think Havertz, Jorginho, and Partey is a very mobile midfield. I think Havertz will be asked to do a lot of the deep running there, and I don't know if that's what he excels at. I think 2-2 probably for me.
That's fair. That's fair.
So all of us think goals.
Yeah, goals.
Well, I said 2-1 to be fair.
That's more. That's at least 3 goals though.
It is. It's over 2.5. So what can I really say about that? But
we're not gambling with there now. Okay, no, can't.
Yeah, goals will happen anyways.
Well, we all think goals. Do you think the goals make a derby better?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you can also have you can also have a good 0-0 derby.
No, you can't.
You can if you're hitting the bar every 5 minutes.
A good 0-0 is a paradox.
Like a drunk man in Temple Bar, if you're hitting the bar every 5 minutes, you're having fun.
I think 0-0 is bad, but 1-0 can be good.
It's only one more goal. I like that. No, actually, that was the worst game I ever played. That's a bad example.
Yeah, well done.
United at Anfield last season. That was the worst game in football history. Yeah, it's a bad example.
I think watching United in general is just bad.
Yeah,
unless you're
it's bad for your heart.
Yeah, but so are kebab trays.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. You'll never see me with a kebab tray, though, will you? And you know that.
Fucking no, I see your fucking avocado and plain rice dinners, baby.
Don't forget the unseasoned chicken.
A bit of paprika in your life wouldn't be amiss.
Himalayan salt.
You
pink salt.
Bougie bitch.
Pink Himalayan salt, baby.
I use it as well. It's delish.
Well, it is delish.
Yeah. Well, I put up on the Attack of Football Twitter and I asked a poll and I said, is the North London Derby the best derby in the Premier League? And there was a resounding answer of no. 79% of people said no, 21% yes.
You know why?
Why?
We have a large contingent fan base is Man United fans.
There is. Is it the highest goal scoring derby? I think it is the highest goal scoring derby. I know
7 goals in one derby, so
it might be, but I've done a bit of my own research, and I've only gone back to the last 10 games because doing more would have just been an age. But most of the replies were that it was Man United, Liverpool was the better derby.
Better derby, more historic.
Yeah, maybe more historic, but it's a better game, is a better football on the pitch.
No, the United and Liverpool games are absolutely tripe.
Yeah, when it comes to the last 10 games, Arsenal have 5 wins, Spurs have 4, and there's been 1 draw. So
that's a sign of a good balanced derby.
Yeah,
I think United and Liverpool in the Premier League is probably 9-1, I think, or something, is it?
No, well, I've done all comps here, and in the last all comps, it's been United 3 wins, Liverpool 5, and 2 draws.
I actually didn't think it was that, to be honest. I thought it was more one-sided than that.
Well, it becomes more solid when you look at the goals. But it's the North London Derby is a high-scoring game. There's 3.4 goals per game in the last 10.
That makes a lot of sense. I know Jamie Carragher and Gary Neville say that is the best game.
Yeah, and that's why I brought up this question, because they said that they think this is the best derby. Do you all think this is the best derby?
In recent years, I think it's been the most entertaining derby, to be honest, and I don't think that can be argued against. I don't really look forward to the United Liverpool games. The Liverpool Everton games, as much as it is a derby where the people inside the city probably don't like each other, even though they communicate with each other on a day-to-day basis. The Liverpool and Everton derbies are just, the difference in quality is too far apart.
Yeah.
Whereas Spurs and Arsenal over the past few years, I know Arsenal are a superior side right now, but that's been only happening progressively. They were at nearly enough the same level for the first, say, 2-3 years of Arteta's reign. They've only taken off in like the last year. So they were close together in terms of the levels of the teams. And I think that makes for the best type of games, because when you're 10 times better than a side and you're just like the way Liverpool and Everton are, when you're 10 times better than a side, it's not really a derby anymore. It's just you. It's like slapping your little brother in the face, and
it's exactly like that.
Yeah, literally, nothing's gonna happen. What are you gonna do?
You little bitch.
Take that dagger in the bottom right corner. What are you gonna do?
We do not condone beating up your little brother, by the way.
Unless he deserves
done it. But yeah,
to be fair, sometimes your little brother is a bit of a bollock, so he deserves a 4-0 beating.
Yeah, or a tombstone pile driver.
Steve on, get the table.
The glass breaks. It's Steve Austin.
2 cans of beer.
Just Paddy with 2 Dutch gold.
Oh, baby.
Not the Dutch gold. Alright, so Liam, Dylan's talk about hatred there. How much do you hate Arsenal?
Every single match. There's no nerves. The only thought I have is into those bastards. That's all I think of.
That's completely valid. Ange got annoyed last year because some Spurs fans said that they would have rather lost to Man City than Spurs get Champions League and see Arsenal win the league.
Yeah, Ange was wrong. That was fucking hilarious. I love that. That was brilliant. The meltdown, man.
I see where Ange is coming from, to be honest. But from a fan's point of view, like, while we've been terrible over the past few years, there's a slight joy in seeing like Liverpool lose the Champions League final and lose out in the league. Like, they are historic hate watchers. There's no
it's schadenfreude.
Yeah, it is. Like, it is nice to see another team lose, but am I going to do that for the next 20 years of my life and just hope United never get good? No. So you definitely have to understand where Ange is coming from. He's trying to raise the standards, I suppose.
Yeah.
Scott spent the first 15 years of his life looking at United and hating them and wanting them to lose, and now the roles have reversed.
Now, hold on,
it's paid off.
Hold on, who's won the second most trophies in England here? Let's give Ten Hag.
God, you bald fraud!
Let's give Ten Hag respect.
No,
here we go again.
Ten Hag brought up on a podcast. Consider me shocked.
I actually have a question for the crowd here, and it's actually it's an honest question. I'm an honest man. This is an honest question, right? In terms of hatred surrounding Arsenal, right? I used to love Arsenal. Now, hear me out. I used to love watching them under Wenger. They played beautiful football. Like, they weren't a team that I looked and despised in the league. Since Arsenal Fan TV became a thing, my view has changed. My view has changed dramatically. So my question to the group, I suppose, is: have Arsenal fans been given a terrible representation because of that, I guess, fan channel? And do fan channels in general give fan bases an awful
Dylan, I will just tell you one thing. I am a slight bit older than you, and my hatred for Arsenal goes way beyond that, because I
understand that, definitely. No, I know the 90s and the early 2000s.
Hate their fans because of that.
Yeah, that's fair. They were the younger years of my life, so it wasn't as. Now I'm making Paddy sound like he's Gandalf here. They were the younger years of my life.
But they were the younger years of mine as well. I was born in 91.
No, but the Thomas Rosicky years of Arsenal, and
that's like the
Nasri and the Slaminies and the they were all right. They were nice to watch. They were a nice football team to watch. But then when Troops and DT start hopping on the camera, I just start, no, this is garbage television, even though it was on YouTube. And I just think fan channels like that have, number one, ruined Arsenal's kind of reputation as a fan base. And in general, I think fan channels ruin any fan base's reputation as a fan base.
See,
I think if you give anybody too much of a voice, and if it starts creating narratives, in fan bases. Football is the most fickle fan base there is. I think if you give anybody too much power, they start saying that somebody's good, somebody's bad. I notice it myself sometimes. I remember last year I was saying that Anthony was shite, and people were like, "No, he's not. He's good. Give him a chance." I'm like, "What the fuck is going on here?"
Chance.
Like, listen, are you watching the same? Are you watching the same shit? People are like, "No, Anthony's been good," and I was like, "Bro, what are you watching?" And it just takes a single person online with a big following to say, "Oh, he's been good."
Yeah.
People to be like, "Oh, he's been good."
Yeah.
But
people
that's the issue. I don't think fan channels are inherently bad, but I do think that when people get a parasocial relationship with a creator, they end up spewing what that person thinks. And sometimes if people have reasons to think a certain way, like connections with a player, then it can sometimes be negative. I do also think let's speak about United. There's obviously the two main fan channels. There's the United Stand, there's Stretford, Paddock. The two of them fucking hated Harry Maguire. And the two of them spewed so much hatred against them that it created such a toxic environment. I don't know how that man didn't kill himself.
The bomb, like, you got bomb threats and all, and on Paddy's word, I would like to clarify. I have booked a holiday in the Bahamas next week with the PR money I've received for Maguire and Rashford. Honestly, number one thing I want to clear up here, right? When you stick up for Maguire or Rashford and people say English boys,
we're Irish.
I'm Irish. So what is the thing about English boys? There's no English boys here. It's just,
if anything, we have anti-English bias.
We fucking hate the English.
Whoa.
Allegedly.
Yeah, but you know what I mean.
Allegedly.
Well, but no, look, I know we're going a bit off topic here, but I don't understand the narrative that just because you stick up for a player that's number one PR, it's not. It's just people saying that Harry Maguire can pass. It's just stupid and ridiculous.
I think sometimes it's just a lack of humanity, and you know what? I think that might be a greater thing in football than is acknowledged. I even know myself, if I'm going like, sure, Casemiro's shite.
Yeah.
You know what? There's still the person there underneath it. But you know
exactly,
what? But he still is shite. But
no, but I know what you mean. There's
it's very hard. But I think the thing is, you can say somebody's shite and move on with your day. But if you make your day about calling that person shite, or some people online would make their personality hating somebody.
That fella who is recording himself watching United losing now as a United fan.
Fucking look at your man, Lee Gunner from Arsenal.
Yeah.
He's a mad
what
fella.
A wet wipe.
On fan things, he actually gives Arsenal fans
He's the
horrible
worst.
reputation. Spurs are lucky because they have one of the best poets on the planet as a representation for their fan base. He is elite expressions.
Oh, I thought you were going to say someone else.
Oh God, yes.
I thought you were going to talk about Nunda, whatever his name is.
Non-2 wing. No, he's not right. He's a madman.
He's a fake Spurs fan, I swear. He just
no new thing. No new thing is.
That's how you say it. No new thing.
Yeah.
He's an Arsenal fan.
Is he an Arsenal fan?
You're thinking invert the wing. You're thinking invert the wing.
I know Paddy is right. It is no new thing.
I've been saying that name wrong for years. I've been calling him no to wing or something.
Yeah,
same here.
I thought he was an Arsenal fan.
Oh,
he went on a rant.
Yeah, he is.
No, he's an Arsenal fan.
Oh no, I'm thinking of the other fella then.
He has another fella,
yeah, he has the
Ange. It's invert the wing.
Invert the wing. And he's got the Ange profile picture.
He's not actually a Spurs fan though. He originally when he started making those posts, he had to keep clarifying, I am not a Spurs fan. Because his takes were so ridiculous.
I think now he's just a full-on Spurs fan.
Yeah, and I hate this. He's so much nonsense he posts.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
You see, the thing is with Spurs, for me, I don't know any of their personalities.
Yeah.
Because of the fact this. I mean this in the nicest way possible. They're sort of just irrelevant to me. I don't care.
Spurs.
Thanks, buddy.
Yeah.
Love you.
I like watching Spurs.
It's because Tottenham,
They play good football. They've got a lot of likable players. I
Hmm.
like Madison. I think
I don't.
yeah. Why?
Really?
No,
You
but
don't
I
like?
haven't been happy with him recently. I have not been happy with him recently.
Are you having relationship problems?
Yeah, originally, it was like honeymoon. We were, had
Yeah.
beautiful.
Why don't you like
sexy
him?
back.
I understand he had a bad end to last season.
He was
He was one of
injured.
the best.
I
No,
don't
perform
actually dislike
well
him.
was
Don't
he
get
not?
me wrong, but some of his recent form, it just makes me just like kind of annoyed with him.
There was Leicester fans actually said a lot about that as well. Like he has a good run of form and then he will drop
Yeah.
off.
Yeah, he goes off the
Yeah,
boil quite a
they
lot.
didn't
Yeah.
warn us, but
Remember, there was comparisons for him being one of the best. And look, I think on his day he could be one of the best in the league. But there was
yeah,
comparisons.
that's what kind of
Yeah,
pisses me off. The fact that I've seen what he can do. I don't know why he's not doing it. Like it does annoy me.
it could be just he takes his foot off the boil when he thinks he's at the top kind of thing and can't replicate the
No,
form. Then
I think you have to look at him being injured last season. You have to look at where his headspace is at after missing out in the
Euros.
England squad. I think
Yeah,
there's a lot
yeah.
of stuff going on there that could be
Yeah,
playing up with his mind. And also, I seen something on Twitter there the other day where he slagged Jeremy Clarkson like 6 or 7 years ago for
but his
saying that he's
hairline.
got like one haircut left. And then there was a photo of him with his hair needing
Jake Paul season.
yeah.
Jake Paul season. Yeah, Jake Paul season's tough. It's
Uh,
tough.
But yeah, I think your man Lee Gunner, what a wet wipe.
yeah, I just want
Yeah,
Oh,
he
damn.
like you can't look at what Arteta's done and just say that it's lowering the standards. He has single-handedly raised the standards. I understand
yeah.
that Arsenal missed out on the league title twice, but
I don't believe he's actually an Arsenal fan. I think he is the kind of guy. Do you know that guy for United, that weirdo? What's his name?
Oh.
the bloke that I was talking about,
Odds
that
on FPL.
No, Odds on FPL's not that bad. He's a bit of a wet wipe though as well.
he needs a haircut. Though.
I do need a fucking haircut. At least I'm not like James Madison.
No, fuck's sake.
What's that? The guy who gets banned all the fucking time.
MUFC,
Oh, Mike LUHC.
Mike LUHC,
Yeah,
yeah.
Mike.
But he's
yeah,
now
him.
Mike RMFC.
Oh my god.
Real Madrid
He's
FC.
he's a Real Madrid fan now, yeah. Yeah.
I'm
He
not
left.
gonna lie, like that guy is like a disgusting person, but fuck me, some of the things he tweets are top box comedy, honestly.
I just
I don't think
he
they're
was
comedy. I
also
just
someone
think,
who killed Maguire for months.
yeah. I think the thing is, him and Lee Gunner are two peas in a pod, and that pod should be very well flushed down a toilet, put into a sewer, and just never be seen again because he's full of fucking shite.
Yeah.
These people are probably marketing geniuses though.
They're not though. He probably makes fucking 50 cents a month off Twitter.
Well, Goldbridge is a marketing genius.
Yeah, but Goldbridge has a platform.
Yeah. And I'm telling you now, that tweet Goldbridge put out earlier on about them managers not playing professional football, he knew what he was doing. I'm telling you, because that has 331,000 interactions. He knew what he was doing without a doubt.
Bro, 330,000 views on a tweet is nothing.
Fair, but I just think, I don't know, it's unpopular opinion. The man
No,
might be
but
a
like
genius.
obviously, if you put out something like that, it's contentious. If you put out something going like Harry Maguire had a good day today, you don't get something like that. Well, actually, you probably do.
He
Like, as
went to the
in,
park.
I put out a tweet once before, Harry Maguire good, Harry Maguire bad, just to see the range of interactions. You got so much more people like agreeing with you on the Harry Maguire bad one.
Aye, 100%, yeah. Which,
Yeah.
like, I understand it. Like, he has had one bad season, one bad season. That's my view on it. But
Yeah.
look,
Anyway, enough about Maguire. I just want to see you get that tattoo.
I am gonna get the tattoo though. Like, what was the bet was Mason Mount 10 Premier League goals.
Yeah.
Be lucky to get 10 Premier League games at this moment in time, but I'm sticking to it. And Harry Maguire tattoo on my chest. No, not my chest. Back of my leg.
You fucking bottler, get it on your chest.
Hold on.
I want to go back to the Twitter fans because I think, and if you can let me know if I think Arsenal fans are the absolute worst on Twitter.
No,
I
Liverpool.
can see it.
United fans are worse than Arsenal
Oh
fans.
yeah,
But
United
absolutely,
are actually the
United
worst.
fans are the worst. I'm sorry, guys.
Absolutely.
Yeah, United fans are the worst. It's the most toxic fan base on the planet.
Yeah.
Arsenal
absolutely.
fans are the type of fan base that thinks every single decision goes against them and there's a conspiracy against them.
Yeah.
More than
I mean,
any
you're
other
the
fan
same
base.
though. United fans are the same.
No, we don't really have decisions go badly against us. We did last season, don't get me wrong, but I didn't think there was a conspiracy against us.
I just think we're shy.
That's a fair point. The only time there was a
Garnacho.
legitimate reason for United fans to be upset was when Klopp came out and said about the penalties. There was a genuine decrease in penalties after that.
I do think, now, I was vocal about this against Arsenal. Garnacho was not offside. And I still
was vocal about it as well.
I still think
It
that.
was.
I've watched it 1,000 times. They can draw all the lines they want. He wasn't offside.
I actually agree with you, yeah. And we would have won the league, obviously.
Look,
if we won that game.
Look, I was on the fence of, yeah, you can moan about VAR decisions all you want, but the offside ones, they're like set in stone. They've drawn the lines, mathematics, and then they go ahead and they cut off Luis Diaz's goal a few weeks later.
When that was the weirdest thing ever. It was the greatest thing ever, especially for you, Liam. But
fucking.
So it wouldn't even surprise me if that Garnacho goal was actually onside.
I think the thing is with something like that, it can be so marginal, and you have to decide which point.
Yeah.
You need probably 1,000 frames per second to say what point did the ball actually leave the foot.
You need the automated system, which when is that coming in?
It's coming sometime in October. Yeah, I think
they're changing the rule again with the offside again.
I think they're bringing it in after the next international break, which is in October.
Did you see the thing though? The rule change where there's supposed to be like a full-length person.
I think that's stupid.
It's going to create more goals. That's good.
Wenger. That's Wenger.
The Wenger rule. Did that not get rejected? No.
Don't think so.
I hope it got rejected. Are we all in agreement that we used to think Arsenal were named after Wenger?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I still think they are.
I 100% thought that they were called Arsenal because their manager was Arsene Wenger.
Literally.
We have digressed quite a bit off this point initially. Was this about the best derbies?
Yes, it was.
Yeah, where the fuck
we're still on the topic though of Arsenal. Arsenal are still here.
There was a bit of a diversion.
Yeah, we can talk about Spurs as well, guys. You know.
Sylvan will talk.
Well, I'll go back to Spurs. Like, you'll be happy to hear this. 34 goals in the last 10 games, and Spurs have scored 18 of them, which is more than Arsenal.
That's nice. You wouldn't think that.
Yeah. So I mean,
Son Heung-min always scores in these games as well.
He does. Yeah. He loves a goal.
So it's a very close derby. Like, the teams are Arsenal 5 wins, Spurs 4 wins, but Spurs score more goals. So it is a very close derby, no matter where the teams are in the.
There's just going to be goals, and it depends on the look of the draw which way they go.
Yeah.
Here's a stat that is probably pointless, but I'm just going to say it, and I'm going to look great when Spurs do score from this. Spurs find the net every 8.3 fast breaks on average, and against our Arsenal team with Partey and Jorginho, you can expect a fast break. So can we clip this on Sunday night when Spurs score from a counter attack to win the game, and Partey and Jorginho are left jogging back at the halfway line?
We can do that.
Please.
We can do that. Yeah, I will be. I will be there.
I'm going to use this as a method. See if Alfie actually watches the podcast.
Yeah.
I'm not going to tell him to clip it, but we'll see if he does clip it.
Yeah, no, 100%. I'm going to see if he does clip
that kid.
The social experiment on Alfie.
Bro who watches TikTok, he definitely doesn't watch a 2-hour podcast.
No.
Here's a quiz for the North London derby, right?
Oh, ball knowledge on the show here.
Hold on, leaving out one of them because I know the top 3 goal scorers, bar Bobby Smith, right? Top 3 goal scorers in it. Scott, you probably know this. We'll ask Paddy and Liam. Top 3 goal scorers in the North London derby.
Son,
right?
Yeah,
Kane is definitely up there.
Yeah.
Sylvain Wiltord.
Adebayor.
No. Yeah, you little day. It is Adebayor, yeah.
I just because he's played for both teams, so.
Yeah, 10 goals Adebayor, yeah.
I actually would have thought Van de Vaart. Van de Vaart scored quite a few goals in the North London derby, but no.
Adebayor.
The worst point in the world.
Is Adebayor Barclays man?
Yeah,
Absolutely, yeah.
He's prime Barkley's man. Yeah, he
Spurs
absolutely
to
is.
me are Barkley's man.
I
Just
feel like they'll
Spurs-
always be Barkley man.
Spurs in general.
Spurs in general. If I think you're like Barkley's man, like all that sort of stuff, I think about David Bentley. I think about Harry Redknapp. I think
Yeah.
about Van der Vaart. I think about Adebayor doing that knee side celebration. I think about David Bentley. That's what I think about.
Gabor
Vedran
Corelli.
Corluka.
And the tracksuit bottoms.
Did Nico Kranjčar ever go to Spurs? Or
Yeah, he was at Spurs as well. Yeah, exactly.
He was, I suppose, under Harry Redknapp. He's
Hilario Gomez, as you said as well.
Yeah.
Brad Friedel.
Meet you.
Clint
These
Dempsey.
be the boys.
Clint Dempsey, yeah.
Like camera
Gareth
frozen,
Bale at left back.
Gareth Barry at left back. Remember Gareth Bale at left back against Moicon?
That game with the San Siro.
Jesus. Oh, that was absolutely.
Wait,
I can't even say the word.
I've got it.
What was it?
William Gallas. Barclays.
Yeah, William Gallas and Alex. Remember Alex?
Alex, the centre back, yeah. Fucking hell.
Alex was a boy.
Jermaine Defoe.
Yeah, Jeremy, yeah. Jeremy was a boy.
Have we said Darren Bent?
Tom Huddlestone as well.
Who has the most penalty saves in Premier League history?
What, no, fucking Mark Schwarzer.
It's close. I think Schwarzer's top 5.
Brad
He's
Friedel.
not number 1. Not Brad Friedel. Oh my god. Number 2. Right, if you can guess the top 2 penalty saves in Premier League history.
Oh, it's your man who played for United, isn't it?
No.
No, not. I mean, like it's in for a short time.
Oh, is Simon Mignolet there?
Yeah, Mignolet's number 2. Yeah.
Mignolet's 2.
Mignolet was an absolute
Mignolet
dawn at 7 pence. It was the only good thing he was good at.
Yeah,
so it's not Ben Foster.
No, I thought it was Ben Foster as well.
Definitely not.
Ben Foster is
Benjamin Foster.
4th. Ben Foster's the 4th highest in Premier League history.
Oh,
Jaskaloinen.
No. I think Jaskaloinen's 5th, is he? No, Shay Given's 5th.
Oh, dear.
You wouldn't think it.
no. Shay Given.
Paddy said his name a few minutes ago.
Cudicini?
Brad Friedel.
No.
Guzan.
No. A bit of an unorthodox human.
David James.
No.
I mean, he is an unorthodox human.
Brazilian.
Yeah, no, you are wrong.
Hilario Gomez.
Yeah, Gomez.
There's no way he saved the most.
11, yeah.
No way.
This
11.
fucking hell.
Well,
That's my reaction as well, Liam.
In 2022,
Fucking hell.
yeah.
What?
Okay, hold on. This is an up-to-date one. Hold on. Or maybe I'm talking absolute pony.
Yeah, I
Shay
think he
Given.
might be done.
Brad Friedel is 4. Hold on. Mark Schwarzer. Thomas Sorensen. Hold on. What? Am I wrong then? I couldn't be
Everybody
wrong.
come to the Attacking Football for accurate statistics.
Journalists, by the way.
Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it is David James. I just absolutely killed
Oh
everyone.
my
else.
God.
Oh, I swear David James is most appearances as a goalkeeper or something.
No, Ben Foster is, I think.
Is it?
I think
Anyway, David James is a weird man.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
But never forget when he played as a striker.
Never
That is
forget when
iconic.
he was up playing PlayStation online.
Yeah.
Look, what can you do? I
I can't
don't
believe you
understand.
lied to him.
I can't believe I've lied to every single fan base on the planet about
To be
it.
fair, we did say we would
I
talk
believe
about
that.
sections, though, did we not? We should talk about the other rivalries, which are the best in the Premier League.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah,
Brighton.
Spurs and Arsenal. You said it wasn't the best. What is then?
I think right now one of the most underrated ones is the Brighton against Crystal Palace one.
No.
Because
But why
it
is
makes
that a derby?
utterly
even-
no
it's not-
sense whatsoever. But they hate each other.
I think they're just trying to see are seagulls better than eagles?
Well,
And
we know that's not.
that is
Oh
a
my
philosophical
God.
question you have to think about.
Hold on, right. So, my laptop is died, never mind.
Thank God for that.
It happened it started in the 1967, 76, 77 season, apparently. Something happened in that season that sparked a rivalry. And
It was between Terry Venables, the then Palace manager, and Alan Mullery, the then manager of Brighton.
Yeah, that was
Were you wagging the finger?
Because I'm pointing at my screen where it says...
Is that Roy Keane in the background? Why is Roy Keane looking at me in your camera? That is so weird.
It's because it's a book.
he's staring into me so...
You're not going to point out fucking Bowser.
Your job. Yeah, but I don't know. Look, I think... What are other good rivalries? I think the United and City rivalry is absolutely abysmal because City just pummel us every time.
It's manufactured, like, as in United fans didn't care, and a lot of them still don't really care about that rivalry.
Yeah.
The two times where those teams about being good haven't overlapped.
The only times were under Jose and under Oli, I think, in the last 10 years, probably longer. Well, obviously, Fergie's Premier League winning campaign, but
yeah, but like, as in the two peaks for those two haven't aligned, so it hasn't really been a rivalry.
I feel like they never will. Like, even Liverpool's peaks have never aligned either, have they?
No,
in my lifetime, anyways. My lifetime.
One season. There was only one season.
Benitez and the Benitez season, I feel. Yeah, that was the only season.
United and Liverpool's rivalry goes way beyond.
Further back. In my lifetime, though, it's never aligned since I was born, anyways.
Oh, but like, as in the hatred goes back to like the 70s, 60s, the 80s. Like, as in,
it's because they're the two biggest clubs.
Yeah, and they're also pretty much neighbours. Like,
sure. Half the United squad and half the Liverpool squad, I think most, and even Man City players, they all live in the same neighbourhood up in Chester.
Chester, isn't it? Is it Chester?
Cheshire.
Cheshire. That's where Michael Owen's from.
Yeah, they all live there, and I'm pretty sure that's close. That's actually closer to Manchester than is Liverpool.
Well, like, I think there's like in between them. It's like where Jesse Lingard was from, like Warrington or something like that, and the choice for him was either to go to United or to Liverpool, and it's basically the same distance.
Yeah, it's like, the same with Kwanzaa. Kwanzaa's from Warrington as well.
But like, as in, there's a lot of there's one guest on the podcast as well who sometimes goes to United games, and he actually lives closer to Liverpool.
Yeah, the man whose job I stole.
Yeah, LA, the Welshman is you probably hate me saying that. It lives closer to Liverpool than United.
He's definitely a closet Liverpool fan, especially with that jersey he had in his house.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, the proof is right there.
There's a screenshot of him in a Liverpool jersey, so I mean.
But yeah, I do also think some of the biggest rivalries in the UK are outside of England. Like, as in, you could think about Cardiff and Wrexham. That's a massive one in Wales.
Cardiff
obviously
and Wrexham?
Up nowhere.
Yeah, the Welsh derby.
Yeah, the Welsh derby.
Do you mean Cardiff and Swansea?
Yeah, that one. Oops.
Yeah, that's what you're saying. Yeah, Cardiff and Wrexham probably would be.
Yeah, they will hate each other.
Derby.
They probably haven't played. They probably haven't played each other in a while.
Might not be long with the way Wrexham are going right now.
Wrexham are in second or first in the League One.
So yeah, and do with a bit of money.
Yeah.
Would.
They're actually in first.
Wrexham are a top side, man. They really are, like, and you have to. I actually have to really take my hat off to Ryan Reynolds and Rob McElhenney for genuinely
caring,
taking the club over like that. Being American owners, taking over the club and actually caring about it. Like, when would that happen?
You also have to look at like Salford as well. Like, as in, you thought Salford were the original Wrexham, basically big money investors and all that, and Salford are doing nothing.
Yeah, they've never taken off in the manner that they should have taken off.
No, it's because of Peter Lim, though.
Yeah, and he sold out, didn't he, recently?
Yeah. Also, as well, Cardiff. There is the chance that Cardiff and Wrexham may not play against each other because Cardiff are bottom of the table, having scored 1 goal and conceded 10 in their opening 4.
Jeepers creepers. Beetlejuice.
I watched the first hour of that yesterday, and the girlfriend went to sleep. So
I watched the original film 2 nights ago and was largely disappointed.
Yeah, it's shite.
It's awful.
Did not.
The ending is just when on a rider breakdancing in midair.
See, some people watch that at the Olympics. You could have just watched it on the second.
But taking it back, when Winona Ryder played the M for Spurs because she's going to need it for them to win.
think you'd be an Arsenal with the players they're missing.
Yeah.
Fair. I think in the Premier League, I feel like there's no
There isn't really a
standout.
lot of real derbies left in the Premier League nowadays.
No,
but like even like I feel like the El Clasico and all even has gone shit. Like
the El Clasico went to shit because it happened like 6 times a season.
yeah, same as
All
Celtic and
over the
Rangers
fucking
happens
world as
literally
well,
like as
I
often as SmackDown.
Yeah.
I think the El Clasico turned to shit because Messi and Ronaldo both left.
No, it
Yeah,
wasn't
true.
that. Like,
No,
I
but-
remember
no,
even
but
Even
no.
before that, it
there.
was good.
But I think the worldwide appeal was you had on one hand you had the Ronaldo fans, you had the Messi fans, and they'd be going at it. But now since they've left, they don't really care about Barcelona and Real Madrid now because they only care
But
about
as in, I
Messi and
remember-
Ronaldo.
But like,
when
you
I was
could-
younger, I used to love watching the Clasico as well, even before either of them were a thing.
Yeah.
Fair.
Like when
The
it was
games-
Ronaldo, all those players, it was class to watch. Even when Puyol was playing right back.
Well, football's fell off.
No, it's not.
No, it's not
probably
falling
never-
off. But that Ballon d'Or
Football's
list is
probably
absolutely
never been
abysmal.
better than it is now.
That Ballon d'Or list is abysmal. Let's be dead honest with each other here now.
we've got
I'm
on
half,
this
expect,
topic.
I'm half expecting Tony Hibbert to pop up.
Barclays, man.
Oh, speaking of Tony Hibbert, the Merseyside derby.
Yeah, it's a good derby. It is a good
Well-
derby, but I feel like Liverpool are just always so much better than Everton.
Yeah.
I feel like for like a proper amazing derby, you need a mix of like off the pitch hatred and also good on the pitch action as well. Liverpool Everton has like the off the pitch hatred down to a fucking T. Though like those two clubs fucking despise each other. But when it comes to on the pitch, it's just there's nothing there really.
Oh, see, I think
That's
it's. I think
falling out
it-
of football in general.
I think it's the opposite.
No.
I think because a lot of supporters will have, their families will be split in half. One side's Liverpool, one side's Everton, and I'm pretty sure Everton is the fixture with the most red cards in Premier League history as well.
I think it is, yeah. But Everton fans hate their own team more than they hate Liverpool, like, so
Yeah, probably at this moment in time. Yeah.
genuinely, like they definitely do. Like, so it's a rivalry against themselves. What other rivalries are good?
Newcastle Sunderland is probably the best of the lot.
Chelsea Spurs have good games.
Oh, I hate Chelsea Spurs. I fucking hate it. I
think they've good games. I think Neville also said that Chelsea and Spurs have been some of the most exciting games over the past couple of years.
Yeah.
And
When I
obviously,
think
if
of
you
that, I think of Eden Hazard and Diego Costa.
Yeah.
the Stamford Bridge thing, yeah, when Pochettino was on the pitch swinging haymakers.
do not bring up Battle of the Bridge. Do not
The
bring it.
handshake, yeah,
I
the
will
handshake.
leave the podcast.
Yeah, Conte and Tuchel, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
There's been a couple of games like that.
So the Battle of the Bridge.
I need therapy after this.
Needs
fire-
an edit.
genuinely,
See,
it makes me fucking sick to think about it.
See, I personally
Eric
think
Dyer.
there's way too many London teams and there's way too many London derbies.
Yeah, there is, yeah. There's a London derby every Tuesday.
Yeah.
I do think Chelsea and Spurs one is quite good.
It is, yeah. I like that game. I do like that
Even
game.
I have to admit, I hate the derby, but it is very, very exciting.
Best derby in Britain is Celtic Rangers.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
There's not even a fucking. There's nothing to hold
Yeah.
these Celtic Rangers.
But
Nothing.
the best
Yeah.
derby in the UK and Ireland, Bows Rovers.
No, I don't know. I think
Don't
both
say-
Rovers are overrated. as hell.
You've never been to it. It's quality.
I'm a League of Ireland season ticket holder. What do you mean? I know like what you're talking.
Yeah, but you
about.
haven't been to the derby.
I don't.
Go away
Wexford
to,
and
go away to
JLOs.
Tala and tell me that there's nothing better than seeing a 96th minute winner against the favourites of a game, jumping around, screaming vile hatred towards people from the worst
I know,
part
I
of
love
the
it, but like I feel like Bows Rovers has fallen off at least this season. Like it hasn't been that exciting.
Oh, it's just won the game.
Yeah,
That's
but
why
even
it's
like
fallen off.
you're talking about the cup game, aren't you? Recently, but
No, the league game,
The league game where we won.
1-0. Was it 1-0?
that was in the cup.
No,
League. Was it not the league?
it was in the
cup.
league.
I
Yeah,
remember it. It was.
it was in the league.
No, they beat them in the league, yeah. I think they beat them in the league. I could be wrong. Or was that Shells? No.
No, we beat them in the
Bows and
league. We
Shells
drew
drew.
against Shells.
Yeah. Bows did
I
beat Shells.
think
It was
the
league,
best
I think.
derby when it comes to Ireland is easily Drogs and Dundalk.
Mm.
Drogs and Dundalk is absolutely fucking box office.
Wexford and
You
Mullets.
see, the thing is with Drugs and Dundalk, the football's terrible.
It's the League of Ireland. Football is always going to be terrible.
No, but at least with Rovers, you've got good quality.
Are Rovers
got
going to beat
Mickey Dow.
Chelsea? Probably have a better midfield.
Rovers are doing terribly this season.
I know, they've been awful compared. Yeah.
Delighted.
Yeah, well, you would be, but like imagine Dano Mandreo up against
I fucking
Moises
hate that
Caicedo.
wanker.
Moises Caicedo. That'd be an interesting one.
You know what? Dano Mandrew is actually class. Like, as in,
He's
he's one of the
unbelievable.
best players I've ever seen play in League of Ireland.
He's quality. Yeah,
He's actually very good.
seriously.
I just, you know what? He's to me, he's on par with like Sean Maguire in terms of quality, but then for the kind of person he is, he's like Sean Maguire again. You remember when Sean Maguire let his missus do his eyebrows? Dano 100% lets his missus do his eyebrows.
They are
Well,
unbelievable.
his missus is big on TikTok, so she probably does videos.
I can probably get that quote to him somehow, by the way. I think I can get that to him somehow. So
what about mine?
I'm gonna clip that and try and send that to him.
To be
His
fair,
eyebrows are immaculate.
I can't talk about eyebrows. I have one.
Yeah.
I have
You
one
have to also
above my
agree,
mouth.
Scott, you wanker.
No, I'm saying I also have just one. And I only remember to shave whenever I'm going out and I look in the mirror and I'm like, it's grown back.
My girlfriend
He's
waxes
back.
mine.
The caterpillar is back.
Yeah.
I won't lie.
Wax is yours.
Yeah, I got them waxed there 2 weeks ago. Screamed like a newborn
keep the
child.
receipt?
What?
To keep the receipt.
I'll have to ask her, but I don't think I did, no.
Any shout for worldwide derbies, Boca versus River Plate?
Yeah, that's a good derby.
I'd love to go to one in the Balkans. Red Star against Partizan.
Oh.
Yeah.
That would be chaos.
I feel like I wouldn't make it out with that
football.
alive.
That's just crime. That's not even football.
Apparently, PAOK. I'm not talking about derbies. I don't know who their rivals are, the guns, but apparently, I think Andy Mitten said PAOK in Greece is the greatest atmosphere on the planet.
Well, I
played
guess
them.
it would have to be Olympiacos, wouldn't it? Really, I'd say.
Yeah,
No,
probably
AEK.
Olympiacos. Or Panathinaikos, would it?
It's hard to know. PAOK probably have.
Who's Palistri playing for? Panathinaikos.
Yeah.
Shout out Facundo. Look,
Yeah,
if you're watching Facundo, how are you? I know you're not watching.
He's not watching.
So
Absolutely.
PAOK's
No,
biggest
he's not
rivals are
watching.
a team called Aris.
Aris.
It's the Derby of Thessaloniki.
Oh, yeah.
I may have butchered the name.
You absolutely did. No, actually, no.
No, I think you pronounced that quite well.
Okay, fair enough. I'll take it.
Pronounce it the way the new WWE pronouncer's name is. Testator.
Why don't we just pronounce Bruno Guimaraes?
Or do you want to pronounce Joe Ellen again?
Joe Elton. I sent you the link. I expect my apology.
Joe Ellington.
That's how you say it.
Anyone
You
want to
said
pronounce
Joe
the Bayern CEO's name?
Ellen.
Oh,
The
go on.
Bayern CEO?
Stop. Say it. What's
No,
the Bayern
I'm
CEO?
asking how you want to pronounce his name.
Is it Karl Heinz? What's it?
Something.
Ruma?
Yeah, something along those lines.
Alfie, take this out. Alfie, take it.
Cut it. We're going to have to cut that.
Alfie, cut that.
Staying in.
It's you're going to get us banned.
It's contextual. It was in the.
If you want the
You can't say that.
If you want the context, you're gonna have to follow our TikTok.
No.
There you go. Get the plug in.
And the TikTok gets banned, and then we all get arrested.
So have we decided on the best Premier League derby, best derby overall?
So you're killing me here. So Paddy's going to say Balls Rovers is the best derby in the world.
Best derby in the world, probably. You have to think it's River Plate against Boca.
Yeah, there's been probably televised killings at them games. Like, so
the Argentinian fans are just different gravy.
Yeah, they are wild. Yeah. Although, look, we've left out Italian derbies.
I don't think it's the same anymore in Italy.
Yeah, I don't think it is either. Yeah,
it's just racism now. That's all it is.
Yeah,
it's racism and stabbings.
Yeah, literally, it's not even a love for football anymore. It's just it's an excuse to be a prick.
I think the only derby I'd give a shout out there is maybe Lazio Roma, but that's about it.
Oh
yeah. But the thing is, Lazio and Derby, Lazio and Roma are about shite.
Yeah.
I'd say obviously the Classico is the big one, but it's the Classico and the Old Firm as well.
Yeah.
Massive. I still think United Liverpool is a massive
The Old
derby.
Firm doesn't exist anymore, Paddy.
Huh?
The Old Firm is gone. Doesn't exist anymore. Don't forget. Rangers died. Never forget it.
Oh yeah, Rangers. Rangers are now renamed Randers, and they play in the Danish league.
Oh, that sickens me.
See, I'm gonna say the North London derby is the best derby in the Premier League.
Yeah, absolutely. In the Premier League, yeah, you can't really argue it.
Yeah.
I do think Liverpool United is up there as well.
Yeah, I think historically Liverpool United is the best one, but I think as of the last
current,
3 or 4 or 5 years, I'd say Arsenal has been the best derby.
I foresee a rivalry happening between Man United and Chelsea because we are basically the same club right now.
Yeah.
Can we call it the mid-off?
Yeah.
Wow.
The battle of the mid.
Derby.
But true.
The battle of the lack of mid.
Yeah, literally, yeah.
Splaff would love that one. Make sure he's add to him.
Now, would it not be a case of too much mids versus no mids?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we're as expression says, we're like a polo, so.
Yeah.
Oh, I get it.
But yeah, took Paddy a second there to saying
it. Sorry. It's been a long day.
A long day.
Right, well,
man, I had to do like 50 cases in work today. Allow it.
Tell me you had an easy job.
Sometimes it's all right, but I'm not going to complain about it because I love my job. Give me a promotion, work.
Right, so combined 11 for Spurs and Arsenal.
Here we go.
What are we saying? Who wants to say their team first?
I'll take the Reds.
Are we gonna just go through positions?
Yeah,
are we doing?
I think it'd be better if we just go through teams for people because then I think you're gonna get a better discussion that way.
Right.
Then you can rip their whole team.
I have the floor, do we?
Yeah, go ahead.
You have the microphone.
Go, Dylan.
Right and go.
Yeah.
No.
I agree. I actually agree.
White right back. I do like Porro. Nothing against Pedro. I'm a big Ben White fan.
I can sense the first disagreement coming up right now, whether you say the centre backs.
Salibet and Gabriel.
Yep, there we go. No.
Absolutely.
I don't think you can complain about those ones.
I can. No. I will complain.
I like Romero. I like Van de Ven. No. Left back.
Yeah, Dylan, I ain't gonna put
no.
Don't you worry about. Don't you worry about.
No. Left back. Right. I'm gonna be nice. Udogie's in.
Oh, left back for both sides is shite.
Yeah. Yeah.
What
but
Udogie's decent, but he's like.
Right. DM. Dick.
Dicky
Deckers is in. Yeah, no. Odegaard to the right or left, wherever you want them. I don't discriminate. Now the third centre mid, I had a bit of difficulty with. I'm not sure who the best midfielder out of that Spurs midfield is. It is one of them. So I'm just going to pick a random name out of my head here and say
Glenn Hoddle.
Okay, Glenn Hoddle's at a return.
Darren Anderton. I'm actually going to throw in. It's difficult. I'm just going to throw in Pape Matheus Sarr because I like him.
Yeah, that's my share. I would have said the same.
Yeah. Right wing, Bukayo.
Brendan Johnson.
Solanke, left wing. Oh no, actually, sorry, no, it's not Solanke. It's not Solanke. I'm actually sorry. It's Koi. No, it's Koi for me, man. It's Koi, and then Son left wing. I'm a big Koi fan. I'm a Havertz stan.
I thought I was gonna get another one. But never mind. I should get my hopes up, Dylan.
I'm just gonna go next because we might have a first ever in attacking football history where me and Dylan have completely agreed. He's literally said the exact same team I have.
Oh, you have the exact same as
Yeah, I've got Raya, Udogie, Gabriel, Saliba, White, Rice, Odegaard, Sarr, Son, Havertz, Saka.
Paddy,
that's a force.
LA goes when we agree. I think LA might be the problem.
So yeah, mine is slightly different anyway. I don't rate Raya. I think Vicario is better. I think Porro is a better right back than Ben White. I think eventually Ben White's going to lose his position there anyway. Saliba is the best centre back in the league, and then alongside him, I think you've sort of looked at Gabriel, and it looks like he's almost lost his place about 3 or 4 times, and they keep on signing centre backs to replace him. But if I had to choose somebody, it would be Romero. So Saliba and Romero at centre back. Then at left back, you know what? I don't really know. I think Timber is better than Udogi, and I think he's going to make left back his spot at Arsenal. So I'm going with Yuri and Timber. DM Declan Rice. In midfield, Odegaard and Betancourt. Left wing, Son. Centre forward, Solanke. Right wing, Saka.
Fair. We went for a few Spurs players.
I like that team. I do disagree in one area, but you'll probably see where it is in a minute. So I guess I actually just disagree with Paddy. I think Raya is better than Vicario. I think Vicario has so much weaknesses that I love him to death, but his shot stopping's amazing, but everything else needs a lot of work. I'd probably go Porro at right back. I think no one does the job Porro does better than him in the league. Then obviously Saliba, Romero. I disagree with Paddy in the sense that Udogi, Timber probably has a higher ceiling than Udogi, but he hasn't played enough for Arsenal to really justify that shout yet. I don't think. And then midfield, Odegaard, Rice, and probably Sarr as well. And then Saka, Solanke, and Son.
Do you not rate Betancourt?
I don't really know. He's too in and out of the side. You see, I don't think
he's very injury prone. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's been such a staple in that Spurs team since Ange came in than Sarr. He has been just absolutely brilliant. I love that. I love that boy.
I think Sarr obviously has the engine, but I think if I want like Betancourt, I think when Betancourt is fit in the squad, he's just so quality.
Yeah, I do agree with you, but that is like a big if.
But it's the same. It's the same with like Timber for me. I think the three players on my team which would be a bit iffy, would be Betancourt, Timber, and Vicario. I just don't think Raya is good enough. I think he's obviously a great front line in front of him, and I think if you had Vicario in there instead of Raya, if you had Vicario playing in the system that Arsenal play, he'd keep a lot more clean sheets. He wouldn't be so exposed.
Yeah, but he's some of his he's so dodgy at set pieces, and his distribution is so questionable at times.
You watch him more than me. I always thought his distribution was all right, to be honest.
He is poor from corners. They picked up on that.
And dreadful from corners. Spurs in general are just dreadful from corners, but he is a big part of the problem.
See, I know it's only early in the season, but it seems like Raya's shot stopping has gone up quite a bit compared to last season.
It's improved. It's improved.
Like that that game against Aston Villa where the amount of saves he made that game.
Yeah,
you'll see over the next few games, Arsenal have tougher fixtures. They've had a decent 3 opening games to start the season.
Have they really? Villa and Brighton are 2 tough sides.
I'd say in regards to
they would be expected to beat both of them.
City and the Liverpools and not the Uniteds, but
yeah, as in Spurs will be a tough game. He won't keep a clean sheet in that. And then as well, City definitely won't keep a clean sheet in that. Watkins as well. He should have scored.
Happened?
Watkins should have scored against Raya in reality.
It's John Duran season, baby.
It's Watkins now because what has happened.
Oh my god, get him out.
Can we end the podcast?
I hate you so much.
I do have a bone to pick because I don't understand this Ben White slander.
What player, man?
I think he is a quality player.
I do as well. I just think Porro's the best right back in the league. It's not a slight against White.
Porro best right back in the league.
Yeah, no one does the job he does better than him. I don't in my Postecoglou system, he's literally just perfection.
Better than Trent?
Yeah, he's better than Trent.
What?
Okay.
Yeah. You have to be trolling.
No, I think Porro best right back in the league. I think Trent is obviously
better.
Who?
I think Dallow's better than Porro personally.
No, yeah, I'd have it.
I think Malo Gusto is better than Porro.
I like Gusto.
Scott, Specky motherfucker.
I'm Specky as well. So are you.
Yeah, but I like you right now, Dylan. But Scott, that's an outrageous take.
I don't think it's outrageous as Porro being the best right back in the league.
I think Porro. Okay. I think Porro's the best.
Worse, actually.
I think Porro's good.
I think Trent is second because of what he gives us defensively. I think then third would be Ben White, and then fourth
Dallo.
Dallo, then fifth.
Gusto.
No, Gusto's not
No.
even top 10.
Rico
I like
Lewis.
Gusto, man. I'm a big fan of
I
Gusto.
don't.
Gusto's not even the best right back at Chelsea.
Well, he's the only one that's fit, so
The best available one.
But yeah, like as in no.
I'd personally have Trent. I'm going to be biased if I say Dallo.
You don't think it either, though.
I
No.
actually do. I think Dallo was
No, see,
special,
I actually do think he thinks that. That's the
Oh,
thing.
No, I think Dallo was elite, man. I think Dallo was unbelievable. I used to not think he was. I used to think Wan-Bissaka was better, but I don't anymore.
See,
I probably have. I don't know. I really like White as well, though. I think White is really, really, really good. I think he's a very important part of Arsenal
I
system.
think fifth is obviously Walker, but like as in
Rico
I see
Lewis.
the- Rico
What
Lewis
about
as well, yeah.
Livramento?
But
No one's
Rico
even
Lewis is going
mentioned
to be
him yet.
dropped.
I love Rico Lewis, though. I think he's going to be a special player when he's older.
Yeah, he will. It's a while away. I think.
But no one's mentioned Livramento yet.
He's a very
see,
good
the
player.
thing is, I think Trippier is going to come back into the side when like the window's closed after the international break. He's had his rest finally. I think he's going to come back and start over Livramento.
He might.
And I
do,
think
to be
people
honest.
forget how good Trippier was a year ago.
Yeah, no.
Like Trippier was probably the best right back in the league a year ago.
It's not the first time I've seen the best right back in the league either. Like
But back to Porro,
Rico-
what the hell does he do better that Trent does?
well, why are we on Charo and Trent?
No, because I'm still gobsmacked.
Paddy said he was the best now.
He is. Genuine, he can do everything.
Perplexed. What is he better than a Trent at?
Shooting,
Ah,
defending.
I don't think there's that much of a difference. I don't think Porro's that great at defending.
Clearing his snapshot.
He's not really that great at defending, but he's better than Trent. I think he's faster than him, and he's got a better engine as well.
He's faster. Yeah, he is faster. I don't think he's better on the ball, though. Personally, I think
I
Trent's
think
the
the
best
thing
right
is,
back.
depends on what you consider better on the ball. Do you think he's I think he's a better dribbler than Trent.
Well,
I think to be fair to him, you're not going to have a better right back in the world than Trent when it comes to dead balls or crossing, anything like that. Like
I think
Or
that
just passing in
attribute
general.
yeah, exactly.
like-
Like it's in Trent's basically David Beckham.
I think he's a game breaker, though. And I don't think Porro's a game breaker personally.
Porro
is a game breaker.
is.
Nah, Trent is literally a game breaker. I don't think Porro's a game breaker from right
He
back personally.
is though. He's
I don't think
unbelievable.
he is.
It's not like
I don't think
He
he
had
is.
10 goals
Personally,
and assists last season.
I think he's a great player, but I feel like Trent has world class game breaking ability. I don't know why I'm sticking up for Liverpool here, but like,
I think the thing is with Porro, people think he's a lot older than he is as well.
he's only 18, isn't he?
Porro's he's 24. Like
He's like,
He is young. No, I think he's a good player. I just don't personally. I don't think
actually,
he's as
no.
good as Trent.
I do have to clarify. By the time this is released, he will be 25.
Oh, so
happy,
he'll be
happy
retired
birthday,
by
Pedro.
He's
happy
finished.
birthday, Porro.
If you're
He's
watching,
finished.
Pedro. If you're watching.
See, I don't have a problem with Porro. I think he's a quality player, but I think best right back in the league show, I think is crazy.
yeah, but he's
Russell.
better than Ben White. That's the main thing here.
No.
Oh, I don't know. I'd have Ben White top 2, top 3 maybe in my
I think
list.
I think Boyd is quality. I have to say.
I think
He
Ben
won't
White
even be
gets too much
starting for
slander.
Arsenal soon.
I think he will.
I think he will.
I think he's more important to that system than people realise.
I don't think so.
No, neither do I.
He doesn't watch football though, so
If you take Pedro Porro out of a Tottenham side, they are significantly worse. If you take Ben White out of Arsenal,
where he's dropping is our mid-table
there is
anyways.
not as big as a drop off.
Cook.
But if Ben White wasn't that good, then surely Arteta would have Timber at right back and then Calafiori at left
I mean,
back.
that was the
He
plan
would
last season.
ideally if both of them could stay fit.
I think it was. I think Timber would have started left back throughout the season, anyways.
Yeah, so do I.
Big
I
fall
think
off
the
from
intention
Zinchenko.
with him was to play at right back, and then he got injured. I think Ben
But
White was always going to be
White
moving.
was a centre back, which is weird. as
I
well.
thought that. Personally, I thought the plan was always move White back into centre back, then play Gabriel as a bench player, White centre back, and then right back would have been Timber. Then do that sort of Man City stupid system where they have the 3 centre backs, the left back inverts into midfield. Do that sort of stupid tactical thing that everybody does nowadays, and then yeah, because like Zinchenko is obviously the weak link in the defense. That's why they signed Kivior.
He's a weak link in everything in Arsenal system.
Yeah.
He's had such a fall off.
We haven't even got onto the centre backs yet, by the way. I think that's going to be an even worse debate.
I don't think you can have anyone but Gabriel and Saliba after the last 2 seasons.
I don't see what you guys really see in Gabriel that he is. I think Gabriel is like a top class defender. I don't think you can look and say he's like the best in Premier League. You can't take him out.
At the moment, I think he is. Well, I think Van Dijk's better, but I think Gabriel performance.
I think Gabriel is brilliant. Don't get me wrong, but I don't think you can just say that Gabriel is undroppable. He's undebatable. There is a lot of debate that can be had about that.
I just think Romero is just a complete fucking head case. You don't know if you're going to get a goal or a red card off him every game.
That is a good point, but like, as in, he sort of, you know what, Romero sort of reminds me of Sergio Ramos in that sort of way as well. Though he always pops up with a header, he always scores a goal, or he could get a red card. He's a leader.
That is fair.
That's what I sort of like about him.
I think if you ask a lot of sides, like a lot of top sides, the Real Madrids and stuff, would they take Christian Romero or Gabriel? They would take Christian Romero. I think
either of them, to be honest.
I think they take either of them.
They take either, but if you ask, you can only have one, and the other will die or something. I don't know, but I think they fall off the face of the earth. But
they get Thanos
I think you take Christian Romero in that scenario. I think.
I think they take Gabriel.
Left-footed centre backs are rarer than right-footed centre backs.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, but that's not really part of this. But I just think Gabriel is perfect for the Arsenal system. He's solid. He does his job. But I think Gabriel is solidly here on his day, and Romero can be here or here. Like, he could be anywhere. But he's on his day. He's much higher peaked than Gabriel.
He could be in the dugout.
He could be in the dugout. Yeah, that is part of the gamble with him. But that was the same with Sergio Ramos as well.
Fair.
I think the two of them. It's so marginal. Like, as in, if you were to say to me that you think that Romero is better than Gabriel, I'd be like, yeah, Grant, I accept it. But if you were to say the opposite, I would also be like, yeah, I accept it. I don't think there's that much in between them.
No, I
think the difference maker is Romero's offensive game. When he gets up forward, his passing, when he gets up front, or that's when he is a game breaker, like Dylan said about Trent. Romero's a game breaker.
We've got to stop fucking looking at no new thing and listen to these fucking nonsense words.
FIFA Street with the game breakers.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm just quoting Dylan. I'm just quoting my favorite.
I am not listening.
Next, we're going to be talking about trequartistas and inside forwards.
I don't want
roundouters.
I'm not getting into it.
I don't want Paddy to get his head more lost here, but I did see like a tweet about, I don't even know what this stat means, but expected threat. And for some reason, Romero was like one of the best expected threats in like the right hand side of midfield.
Can I don't mind.
Why is he there? Why is he in? Why is he there?
That's the thing. He just fucking pops up in random areas and he will do something absolutely world class. That is something Gabriel doesn't do that, but Romero is like literal fucking insanity in a good way.
Well, you also have to realize that sometimes players play differently in different systems.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, Arsenal's defensive line is way more rigid than Spurs. So it's very hard to rate a player on the defensive ability when the team unit is chaos.
Yeah, that's fair.
That is very fair.
Like, if you fit a player like Romero into... I feel like Romero would suit a... Do you remember that Juventus side back in the day where they had Chiellini, Bonucci, and...
Barzagli.
Not Rugani, but Barzagli. He'd fit into that in an instant. And he'd be that chaos.
I mean, he came from Italian football, so that's where he came from.
Came from Atalanta. And like the thing is, he's always been in teams where it's been football first. So he's a great ball-playing centre-back. But the thing is, he's played at teams where it hasn't been that defensive-minded. Atalanta are well known for their attacking football as well.
That's fair. That is fair. I won't lie with you.
But yeah, I don't think there's that much in between them. I think...
No.
I genuinely, if somebody said to me that they rather one to the other, I'd be like, yeah, Grant, don't really care. Don't have that much opinion about it.
That's a fair, yeah. Well, I think that's a good place to leave it then.
Same with Kai Havertz and Solanke as well.
You don't think there's much there?
Don't think so. I think they're both very different players, though.
Yeah, I think they are very different players.
I really like him as well. Kai Havertz is a fantastic player. I always rated him, even at Chelsea, and
No, I love Kai Havertz.
I think Kai Havertz looks like he watches.
My favorite Arsenal player. I do like Kai Havertz.
Yeah, like as in Kai Havertz definitely is the kind of guy who watches hentai and goes back and then like spits on his hand and says, "Hello, goodbye. This is the final end of the episode."
Oh well, well there we go. That's the end of the podcast. Make sure to like and subscribe. Make sure to leave a comment on is the North London Derby the best derby?
Me so horny.
Or does Kai Havertz watch hentai?